Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready? Right there, hurt. Half the 60. Go, Reed, go.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A first carry for Rachaad White. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9,
Hurts throwing the out route, and he's got Eckler.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Hurts going to keep it again.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yeah, let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down.
40, 70, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, nothing, 19 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He'll get this to Eckler. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Running on 1st down, Eckler.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurts.
He'll get that one complete to Connor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Eckler again. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Austin Eckler with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bucs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. And this is incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat our blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And it's a fumble. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Let's go now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Drop 50, drop 50. 50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat. Drop 19. Big Lion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That one back, incomplete.
Come on.
He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Check. Hurt.
Out of the gun now on third down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
19, Pioneer. Deputy Ranger. Check contact.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On second down, they'll run with White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Out to his left. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's got a man, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks. Get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
60.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were three talking...
It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. On second and goal. Hurts. That's into the hands of Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Buccaneers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. But, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Seven Pirates.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Warriors 17.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Hey, check that. Three. Hurt. 79 Bronco, tracking 60.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Go, Reed, go.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 30.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, You're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, smash Bronco.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
19 Wyatt. Go street. Hurt. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to try and go deep again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Got it. Ready?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for his slot man, and he's got him. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
55 Jack.
He'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Come back team! Come back team!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey. 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Check smash! Check smash! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Warriors 17! Mustang 19!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready!
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set them up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Back to 60.
They go play action with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Austin Eckler,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.